murder is legal now. I guess in today's world, you can kill someone and assassinate a person based on their belief system or free speech. You can kill someone just because they do not agree with you and they hurt your feelings. And you can even celebrate their death and expect nothing in return. And expect no one's gonna get mad or aggravated, and why would they? They're a Nazi. So I'm guessing free speech equals death. Free speech equals murder. If you speak up, you get fucking killed. Ain't that a crock of horse shit? Sorry for the cussing. Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And I did not know the guy personally. I did not know his thoughts and opinions that well. And I watched him a few times or two. But he is a fellow American and he believes in Christ. And as a human being, I saw a man get assassinated on live TV in front of 1,000 people on a campus, right? In front of 1,000 people. And, why was he assassinated? He was assassinated by one coward. One guy hiding behind a rifle. Now, per se, right, guys, it is important to know what this guy's, motives are, what he believes. To understand your enemy, you have to know them well. Because he is an enemy. He is a terrorist. He killed someone. I'm not going to say, well, I don't know about terrorists, but he killed someone. This guy was not a politician, Charlie Kirk. And he deserves all the respect in the world. Maybe you do not care about his politics, but he's a human being. Aren't we born with dignity and respect? That when someone dies, you show respect. This guy wasn't Hitler. This guy wasn't Stalin. This guy was not a tyrant. He wasn't even in office, right? He just debated people. And isn't that what the tolerant left wants? Someone to debate and come over to their side and talk to them. Well, you had that guy. Then someone killed him. And then people on the left celebrated. And that certainly isn't right. And this guy was like you and me. He was just a regular guy who created a business for himself, who created turning points to help other people, and gave a space for people on the right. And promoted his opinions and his talking points and what he truly believed. And as a brother in Christ, he deserves respect. Even if he wasn't a follower of Christ, he deserves respect and honor. I guess we lost that nowadays because people have grown soft, and just because someone disagreed with you and just didn't agree with your politics, someone killed him, and people celebrate it. Charlie Kirk was not a politician, right? And that makes me wonder why would someone kill him? A guy who's just spreading his opinions. And it is definitely a sad day in American history. Whoever says it isn't is retarded. Sorry, I'm slurring my words a little bit. It's 12:30 at night. Sorry, I've been trying to record this shit. But it is 12:30 at night. This is not going to be edited. It's going to be raw, as much as it can be. What I was saying. But I had a lot of key points that I wanted to go over with you guys. I know this is not professional at all. Usually I like to have it at least better than this and have a guy to edit this shit, but this would not be edited. It's free flowing from my balls. Sorry about that. But I had a lot of key points. I wanted to be to the point. Quite emotional though. I didn't know the guy, but from this you felt like, this is another human person, and he was. He was a father, a son, a husband, and he gets murdered for speaking his mind. And let's not forget, these are the same people that celebrate the death of this great man, that burn the American flag, that do not like the institution of America. They do not believe in it. So why are you using your rights as American citizens if you do not believe it? If you do not love your country, why you could... Dude, these are the same people who, like I said a second ago, who burn the flag, who hate America, and hate everything it stands for, and want it to become a communist nation. Sorry, I certainly cannot agree with that, and I never will, because these people call people on the right Nazis. They call everyone on this side of the world, of society, Nazis, Hitlers, and Stalins. Which, in fact, the belief system is far from it, right? I would say that. Now, some people, some extremists, maybe, but not me. I don't think Charlie Kirk was. I certainly do not believe everything a man says, because if you did, you're just sucking him off. You know? But not having dignity or respect for another person when they die. These people are Satanists. Their idea is a Satanist. What we're pretending it is. It is not. I mean, they believe in abortion, killing babies. They believe in all these other things. Alright? I'm not condoning violence or anything. But they call people on the right Nazis and spew hate on the right side. They do. They spew a lot of hate. They do not want to come together. And what gets me through this whole thing, right, is a man died, people celebrate it. Then they say, right, oh, there are consequences to what you say. Not death. Death is not a consequence to free speech. Should it ever be? You're a coward if you think that. You're a coward. You're a coward if you think that. Honestly, a damn fucking coward. No time for little baby words. You're a fucking coward. Okay? If you think, oh, there are consequences to what you say. Well, I guess if you celebrate a guy's death, there are consequences to your job. Right? These people, I'm not going to lump them all together, but a lot of people ruined and slandered people's lives in 2020, 2021, and whoever believed right opinions. They hated people on the right. Demonized people on the right. Even fucking CNN and all these big people. These people coming out of the woodwork, per se, saying all these nice things, are the same people that demonized people on the right. Demonized them. Now, some people are being respectful, right? Which is good to see. That's good. But a lot of people are the same people that demonized you and hoped to ruin your life. To ruin your life. And to celebrate it. Like, hey, we just ruined his life. That is horse shit. People need to understand free speech. Free speech has limits, as we know. You cannot slander someone and ruin their life over free speech and defame them, right? For no reason at all. Just because they have different opinions and you call them a Nazi, they should lose their whole life. And you should ruin it, I guess? I don't fucking know. Some people suck cock, but they can't even take an opinion. They suck fucking 5 dongs, but can't even take a fucking opinion. Or free speech. They take a lot of cock, but not a lot of opinions. They don't open their ears. They put cocks in their fucking ears, right? They must. And they don't want to listen to anyone. And with this event, I would say, yeah, I'm very angry. I probably shouldn't act out in rage. It's not responsible of me or what I'm trying to build here. Usually I'm all jokes and autism and schizo shit. But I think now is the time to use free speech and our platforms to push out a good message. Now, I'm still going to be retarded and autistic. I don't think that'll change for a while. But I think everyone should use YouTube instead of watching videos. I have this problem. Instead of watching videos, instead of watching damn TikToks, I'm never using TikTok again, by far. That's the most satanic app out there. They allow nudity. They now allow slander. I don't care what you say about free speech. I believe in free speech. But YouTube, or these platforms, ban you for a lot of things. They let one side run rampant and demonize the other. So, just like Twitch and Hassan. Look it up. It's free out there, bro. Look it up, guys. But I believe everyone, we should use our platforms. Yeah, of course, build a brand, make money, get sponsors. Fantastic, right? That's what I'm trying to do. But use these platforms to push a good message and use free speech and not allow people to slander other people. Hold your American buddies accountable. That's what it means to be an American. Hold people accountable. Not in a rude and hateful way, but in a respectful way. As much as possible. Say, hey, we should not be celebrating this. This will ruin our society. No matter which death, no matter which murder, school shootings, and everything like that. Use our free speech. Bring up facts and statistics and understand governments and laws and the Bill of Rights. And all that stuff. Because if something like this happens again, it will be the end of America. Or, if this continues like it is, America will never be the same. And that would be heartbreaking. Because that's how I felt when this happened. Not just that, but someone died, right? A man was assassinated for his opinions, for free speech. But it's not just that, right? It was a man. It was a human being who lost his life, and he will never be on this earth again. And these people celebrate it, mock him, and do all types of BS, right? But this guy was a man, like you and me, like I said earlier. And it felt like the death of America. Smaller than the other stuff, but the death of America. I know that's crazy to say, but that's what it felt like. The death of a great nation. And I'm tired of not saying America is a great nation. Our leaders are terrible. Let's not get it wrong. The people leading our country are terrible and awful. I don't know them on a personal level. Allegedly, guys. How about that? Allegedly, they are terrible and awful. Letting criminals run loose and not taking care of their own state laws and letting criminals stab a woman on a bus. 14 charges in the past, and he runs free. It's not a weapon problem. It's not a gun problem. It's a mentally ill problem. These people are not taking care of their cities, and they don't give a fuck about us, bro. You think these people in power give a fuck about us? Look at the laws they put in place. All these big cities, gun control laws. They're taking the guns out of the good citizens' hands. The criminals have them. And they give criminals more power than any citizen. If a robber comes in and tries to rob you and hurts himself, he can sue you. Right? And in some states, that does happen. I don't know the statistics on it, but I know it's a law. Look it up in the chat if you want me. Prove me wrong. If I'm wrong on it, alright. Prove me wrong. I'm fine to be wrong. Just give me the truth. Alright? Prove me that I'm wrong. But no. I dislike my government. Not that I want to enact anything onto it. No, hell no. Or any war. Hell no. You guys are retarded. I gotta clarify myself by saying, oh, I distrust the government. Ho, ho, ho. January 6th. Ho, ho, ho. I swear, bro, a lot of people don't have brains. Let's just clarify it. A lot of people do not have a brain. And we have free speech. But we can't ignore this anymore. I don't think we can. No violence though. No violence. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry guys. Just definitely a rough time for the country. It's already 16 minutes long. It's not gonna be edited. I'm just gonna throw it up there. But yeah, man. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. Prayers for his family. And prayers for the country. And for the people that are suffering. There's a lot of people suffering in this great country of ours, because I do believe it's great. It's the greatest country ever created because of our Bill of Rights and our Constitution, but the leaders have taken advantage of it. They allegedly have gay sex with owls. Well, no, they worship owls and have gay butt sex, allegedly, and they lead our country. So, take that with what you will. Whatever you and however you want to take that, you can. Just like some people take a lot of cock, but they can't take a opinion. They suck a lot of cock and watch their wife get fucked by 5 black men, per se, and they can't take free speech. So I think that's insane. But they'll say I'm racist and retarded and I fuck my cousin 3 days a week. Well, it's only 2, you little weirdo. At least I'm not a cuck. I'm kidding. Do not come and cut my cock off, please. Seriously, don't do it. Please. I like my cock. See, that's free speech. No disrespect, guys. I have free speech, so I can say that, hopefully. If it's legal. This has run on long enough, guys. I hope this has helped in any way. Honestly, I do. I recorded a whole other version of this. But I'm probably just gonna do a live stream or whatever on Rumble. I'll link it in the bio. So we can say things. Nice things. Kidding. But the future videos will have way better editing than this, because it's basically going to have nothing. We're going to get back to producing more content starting by the end of this month of September. We got some banger stuff coming out, guys. Hope you're ready. Hope you're excited. We got some stuff coming about Trump, the popes, and just a lot of things, boys. We got a lot of bangers. If you stayed to the end, please like the video, and leave a comment of, all that gay shit, of, like, what do you think about this whole situation? Let me know. Use your free speech down below, please, guys, and be safe out there, fellas and ladies. Be safe out there in the wild. Use your rights as American citizens legally. Use them legally, please, legally. Yeah. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, and God rest his soul. And please send prayers for the country, man.